back. I hate Bandicam. I don't have enough money to pay for it. I really don't want to pay for it. But it's better than Fraps. So, as I was saying, vehicles. Your tank and your infantry fighting vehicles are these sets. These sets in the vehicle world. Definitely help drive up through enemy positions that normal troops, foot troops couldn't drive up through. Say, for example, light machine gunners got squad pinned down, they can't push up. Bring in an Abrams. Machine gun is not gonna do much to an Abrams. So that Abrams take out that machine gunner, and then you got troops pushing up. And infantry fighting vehicles, they're not as powerful as tanks, they definitely got more speed and more versatility than tanks. Definitely good things with those. Jets and helicopters, pretty self-explanatory. They can keep your skies clear, take out enemy troops, tanks, just about anything. What else is there? There's Jeeps and Jeeps. Oh, no, back to jets. Jets are... they're okay. I've heard some people say that, I'm only going to use jets for transportation just to get from point A to point B. I'm not actually going to use the jets that they were the way they were intended to be used. Yeah, I don't really like that. If you're going to use a jet, use it the way it was made to be used. Don't just hop in it and jump out. Fly around in it, try to get a feel for it. Jets are not easy to learn the controls for, unless you're playing Xbox. Xbox is pretty easy to learn the controls for, but PC gaming is a little bit more difficult, at least. But you can definitely do some work with jets, learn how to use them and use them correctly. They are good at destroying tanks. First of all, because tanks can't shoot down jets. At least unless it's found. If you're a good jet fighter, you're not enough for a tank to be able to waste you. But you can pretty much kill anything with a jet. Other jets, helicopters, tanks, jeeps, infantry. Whatever needs to be killed. Same with helicopters. Most people don't use helicopters just to get from point A to point B, but I've seen it used. The enemy steals the heli, it's just bad.
Come and get your med kit.
So, their helicopters are easier to fly than jets. Still recommend, I think there's a co-op mission where you can fly a helicopter. Definitely do that. Let's see what other vehicles are there. There's none here. But Jeeps and motorcycles and ATVs and whatever else is on here, I think, since the last map pack. Anything that fits into that category. There's no upgrades, no specializations. They are good to get from point A to point B, nothing more. If you are using a Jeep with a machine gun or a grenade launcher on the back, you can use that to harass, foot soldiers, but I wouldn't recommend it as a set. Once they're just point A to point B, and then get out. Tank destroyers, pretty much the same as tanks. They are more versatile. There's really like an IFV with a tank gun on top. They are more weakly armored than a tank, but if you know what you're doing, you can definitely destroy several tanks. I think go around to the back of the tank, outmaneuver it, hit that soft spot on the rear armor, take them out pretty easily. Moving on. Other vehicles, tanks. The rocket tanks. The self-propelled rockets or rocket trucks or whatever. I'm not good at those. I don't have much to say about them. They can be good for picking off large troop movements, or good for setting up on a hill overlooking an objective, and you can rain hell down on some enemy troops that are moving into that objective. I don't know what else you'd use those for. I don't know how effective they are against other things. I do think they have AA rockets that can be gotten as a specialization. So I guess they'd be good for anti-air if you had that, but I haven't really used them, so yeah. AA vehicles, IFVs with AA on them, are pretty self-explanatory. Shoot down helicopters, jets. Not much to it. I think they have miniguns, and then you can add two AA rockets on there. What else is there to talk about? Co-op missions. Talk about co-op missions. They're pretty fun. You and your buddy can play a little mission, sort of like campaign. I think there's 6 missions. You can use those missions to score points and unlock you weapons that can be used in multiplayer. I think that about wraps it up about Battlefield. It's a pretty good game. I think Battlefield 4 is coming out pretty soon as well. So looking forward to that. Definitely gotta buy a new graphics card for that though. As far as like resource consumption, Battlefield is a higher end game with that. It does take a little bit of to get you to good frames. I can play it on Ultra and get about 5 average frames per second when I'm not recording. When I'm recording, I have to play it on high, and I get about an average of 30, which 30 is good enough for gaming. I don't really preference more than 60. If you can run 30 on something, you're probably good though. You might be different though, you might have to run 160, in which case you can buy probably a $200 graphics card. I have a Nvidia 650 Ti. It's pretty good for $150. The high-end medium graphics card. Nothing too exciting, but it's not terrible. They could run Battlefield Arma. Much more hear about it, but I don't know if this game would be more of a CPU or a graphics game. I guess it's graphics. I have a quad-core 2.6 gigahertz CPU. It does pretty good on most of my games. Yeah. So that's Battlefield 3, and that is my first Let's Play. I think more Let's Plays of War Thunder than